Hi, I'm Kathy.
And Chris.
And today we're going to do our part 2 of living off the grid with our RV. Today I'm going to talk about our internet, and this is what we use. It's called the Verizon Jetpack. It costs about $80 a month for 12 gigabytes of use, which is about 380 megabytes a day. So you don't want to be streaming movies or music or anything like that. But it works pretty good everywhere we go. We don't really have too many complaints. Except for at home on the busy holiday weekends when there's a lot of tourists in our area, it's pretty much useless then. And I've called Verizon to complain about it, and they just say, yes, there's a problem and we're trying to fix it, but I think they really just want me to hang up and not have to deal with me.
And at home, that's northern Wisconsin around Eagle River area.
Yes. They've credited us a couple of times for not being able to use it, but still it's the inconvenience of not getting what you're paying for. I'd give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's supposed to be 4G, it even says so on the unit here, but we very rarely get 4G. One time I think is all we've ever gotten 4G. So it's always on 3G, which is pretty good signal. So we're able to get on Facebook and upload our videos and stuff like that too.
That's about it then.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we'll talk about our mail forwarding then.
Okay. Being that we are full-time RVers, we don't have a physical address at all. Our campground doesn't have an address. Out here we obviously don't have one either. So we have our mail forwarded from a P.O. box, which we have back in Wisconsin. And we keep that open when we're in Wisconsin, but when we leave around November 1st through April 1st, we have our mail forwarded to a service down in Pensacola, Florida. Our mail goes down there and they just hold it for us until we request it. It costs $10 a month, and when you have it shipped, they'll charge you for whatever few dollars it costs to ship it. And they'll ship it anywhere in the country for us. And out here we use a general delivery at the little post office. And they'll send it there, put a tracking number on it so you know when it gets there and just go and pick it up. But we've liked the little post offices better because they're not so busy all the time and they have a lot of time to take care of you. So that's about all I can say about our mail.
What was the name of the place?
Oh, it's American Home Base.
Do they have a website?
I don't know. I always just call them all the time, but I imagine they do.
Okay. Okay, so real quick, we'll just go over some of the tools that we carry with us and the other things. We got a pair of 2-ton jack stands. This has really come in handy for me when I've changed the tires on our travel trailer. I got a 6-ton and a 12-ton bottle jack, so I can lift up one whole side of the travel trailer when I need to. Our travel trailer is 34 foot long with 2 slide outs, so there's some heft to it. We got stuck in Mississippi once with a flat tire and no way to change it. Luckily, we were near a Walmart that had a tire service center to it, and they changed it, but that won't happen no more. I ain't going to get stuck having to do something like that. I got my spare tire with me, and I make sure that it's filled all the time to the proper PSI, so I can change it myself. A real good heavy-duty extension cord. A nice socket set. I've gotten a lot of use out of this socket set when I've had to change the shackles on our travel trailer, and I'll show you that in a minute. Just some extra things that we carry along. Spare batteries for the slide outs. So we've got a remote control that does that. Extra light bulbs, wire nuts is a big thing. You're traveling around with a travel trailer or fifth wheel or something, a lot of shaking going on. Things come loose, so you always want to make sure that you have some extra stuff with you. Just some odds and ends in there. Over here, I mentioned the shackles. I carry a set of these, the bolts, so I can change it again if I have to. Nice pair of jumper cables, just some more odds and end tools. Here's the other parts to the shackles. I noticed too that whenever I need to change a screw or bolt or something on the outside, I always do with the stainless steel. Always use the lock washers with it because they will vibrate off. I got one socket. This changes the anode in our hot water heater. I do that every fall. Carry a ladder with us, so in case we got to get up on top of the travel trailer for anything, especially in the fall before we leave Wisconsin, get up there and with a broom and get all the pine needles and leaves off the slide off so we can close them up properly. So, okay, that's about it for what we carry for tools. I'll show you something else now. This here has come in really handy. I got this at a yard sale for 50 bucks. It fits into our bumper, and when I need to work on something, it's right here. Also, it's made out of a 2x2 steel. It fits into our hitch on our van, so it really has come in handy over the years. Okay, that's the shackle I was talking about. Last fall I replaced this one and the one on the back side, and had I not had those tools and the extra parts with me, I'm sure it would have cost me a few $100 just to tow this unit in and have somebody else do it. It took me probably about an hour and a half. I had to jack up this side of the trailer, take the tire off. The hardest part was just getting the old bolts out, but once I did that, put the new sleeves in and then put it back together. This is the anode that I was talking about. You should really replace that every year. Every fall, before you go somewhere, you should change that. And clean out your hot water heater at the same time then. Okay, so that covers this part. I think between this one and our last video that covered the propane, water, gas, generators, other things like that, and between this one, I think we've pretty much covered everything that's really important that we've learned over the last 12 years of doing this full time. One of the things that Kathy had mentioned about the Verizon thing and not having our mail and not having a physical address is, before you do this yourself and give up having a house and just become full-time RVers and not having a physical address, one, you better get your weapon if you plan on having any kind of self-protection or plan on continuing to hunt or something, because once you give up not having a physical address, you're not just going to walk into a gun shop and ask for a gun, because it's not going to happen. They're not going to sell you one because you don't have a physical address. And don't get me started on all of that stuff. That's the Patriot Act. Anyway, so I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button. You could find us on Facebook at All Things Wild. Just look for the canoe at the top of the page, and thanks for watching.
Bye.